What is up, YouTubers? As you know here, and today I have a long awaited deck profile to show off, and reason being is because I actually recorded this about a month or two ago whenever I finally complete this deck, but for some reason I never uploaded it. I just never got to it. I don't know what happened, and I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I did tune up the deck since then. It's a lot better now. And I'm glad because I took this deck to regionals and I really did not do too well with it. I was really disappointed. I felt like it was a really huge shot to my ego a little bit, because I put a lot of effort into this deck, and I was happy because at first I was the only one running this build at regionals, and then I can see why. But it's okay. I mean, I wasn't too mad because it did great at locals, and stuff like that. I even did good today. Today we had a buddy fight tournament. I got second place with this deck. I went 2-1 with this. We only had 7 people, but it's okay because some people are in California. Dumb. Anyway, so I'm going to deck profile, and if you can't tell by the sleeves and the playmat and that awesome life counter that it is Hero World. Oh, and now you can tell that is the amazing card burn that I nicknamed the Tryon-C. And if you watch my tomorrow's video, or the next video after this, you'll see why that it's called Tryon-C. Anyway, so yeah, there's my buddy, the awesome, amazing card burn buddy rare. Thank you, Chewy from ATX for being there with me and going in on a couple boxes to get this beautiful card. Because if it weren't for you, I probably would not have this in my collection right now. And it's the reason why I even built this deck. So flag. Hero World. I love these sleeves so much. These are beautiful sleeves. But she wrote, I really hope that you guys make black and gold editions, because I have a whole other deck in here, my Quartet 5, waiting to be sleeved. Anyway, so what's going on? So you guys can see my buddy was card burn. So of course we have 4 card burn. He's a size 1. He's a 4/1/3. He has a skill of an act that's pay 4 gauge. You may put Card Serpent, Card Rhino, and this card for infield into the drop zone if you do Ride Ultimate Card Burn from your hand or deck. If you search your deck, shuffle it. And he has a Ride that's pay 2 gauge. And that pay 2 gauge really hurts, especially if the stats are kind of meh, and that he can be bounced so easily. If he was a 1 gauge, I think he'd be awesome. I really don't like riding him. I really try to choose not to. The only time I ride into it is if I don't have any options in my hand, I need to attack. I will ride him and then call the units. I do have another ride option though in this build for that reason. Again, I only ride if I don't have the formation I need. That's why there's a card in here that I put Metamorph in here, so I don't have to ride, so I can just call, use. The only time I ride is if I have Card Rhino hand, because Card Rhino is a size 2. So you're forced to ride Card Burn because of that. So anyways, moving on. So of course we're talking about the cards. We got 4 Card Serpent, second key card of the Card Burn crew. He's a 5/2/2 size 1, and of course Card Rhino. As you can see, all of them are shiny. I love that. Except I have 2 Card Serpent parallel foils. I want to get all of them in parallel foil. That'd be amazing. Size 2, 4/2/6, with an awesome act skill that is pay 1 gauge, and he gets +2 in penetrate. It's a really great ability. It's really good for rush. And so I run 4 of them. I can draw into them and call them to the field when I'm ultimate card burn. Just get the extra pressure. And then of course, 2 ultimate card burn. You don't want to run too many because you don't want him to clog every deck. 2 is a perfect number in case you gauge 1, and the ability can be from hand or deck. So it's okay if you draw into him. Not a big deal. A lot of times I risk myself. If I draw into him, I gauge him, and sometimes that can be very scary because if I don't have him, I just wasted 4 gauge for nothing. So ultimate card burn, the big main man of this deck. He's a size 3, 12,000 attack, 3 crit, 8 defense. He has Ride double attack, and pretty much it just says this card cannot enter the field other than by the act of card burn. And when he's on this card in the field cannot be destroyed or returned to hand. So he has Ride double attack. So you can't call him. Once you can't have, if your hand, you can't call him to the field or anything. He is only used for ultimate card burn. So really restricts him, but again, he's a great card. I normally pull him over 1 turn. He's not really hard to get, especially the way I build this deck. So I love him. Great card. But again, it's a 1 default. A lot of people think, is a probably OP card, and I thought it was at first too. That's kind of why I went with it original instead of my Fool's Magic, because of this great ride ability, you know, having an AK base that can stop things. But he falls to triple attack. People just triple link attack to go for game, and I can't do anything. I can't. If I was, this deck has no defensive spells because there's no defensive Brave Machine cards. There's no Brave Machine counterattacks, and that's what this deck really needs to make card burn really balanced, because he just pure offense, and it just sucks because if I don't finish you like my turn, and it's like I'm a little bit of life, all they gotta do is just call field, doesn't matter the number, as long as it hits over 8, triple leg attack for game, and I can't stop it. Now there is one defense spell in this deck, but that's it. So that's that. Anyways, moving on to more monsters. Another size 1, we have Rescue Dragon Metamorph Effect. He works in this deck. He's my alternative card. He's pay 1 gauge and discard a card for your deck. He gets the name of that card, and that's what I use him for. I use him to help me set up card burn. I mean, because you don't need the exact card Rhino and card Serpent, you just need card burn to work, because it just says you need a card with card Serpent, and you can just change his name to card Serpent, and boom, he now has card Serpent as his name, so he can be used for card burn, and that is really awesome. So I run 4 of him, so he's a good alternative card to draw into if I don't draw the other cards, and helps the gauge a little bit less, since I can just call him card Serpent, card burn on the field without having to ride anybody and save me some gauge. Moving on to more size 1s, we have this card, which is a recent add-in to this build thanks to the Miracle Impact. We have 4 White Valor Lord Takuto. He's a size 1, 3/2/2. All cards are transformed or ride on your field gets +1/+1, and that's really great for this deck. Again, I can, you know, so I can try to help avoid that triple link attack by stacking up card burns defense. With 2 of these guys, I can make 10k defense with 14,000 power. The attack power obviously doesn't matter, but it's all about that defense, and that's what he's for. And it's another size 1. I like it. I dig it. It helps out a lot, because sometimes I have like 2 cards and they can swing for 8, then boom, I play this card, and now they can't really hit me. So awesome. And the last of our creatures, monsters, we have 3 Unmovable Steel Mech Gonzaler. This guy was rare for some reason. I don't know why. From the extra booster. This was the another added card from my last deck profile that I did not upload. Size 2, 5/5. He has ride as pay 1 life, and this card on the field cannot be destroyed on return to hand. So he's ultimate card burn, pretty much, and that's what I like about him. By card effects. So he can be destroyed and stuff like that. You know what I mean. But he's my alternative ride in this build. So if I don't have all the necessary pieces in my deck, I will ride him. And since I pay 1 life, I'm not touching the gauge, and the gauge is saved for card burn. That's what I like about him. And he's got really good stats for really early game, also mid early game. Call him, you know, stuff like that. Once I'm ultimate card burn, really great card. I really do like the art. And he's pay 1 life. It also helps me stack combos. You see it with a spell card. He helps me set that up. So let's get on to the spells then, shall we? So we have 4 Call Super Machine, pay 1 gauge, and search your deck for a Brave Machine added to your hand. I love this card. The card helps me set up ultimate card burn and gets me Hyper Energy, since Hyper Energy is a Brave Machine. Fun fact. So that card really helps me set up, and this card could come in handy actually. Oh, I forgot to mention actually about this guy. Excuse me. I may be taking him out soon, depending on when we get the card, but there's a new drum coming out that's called, what is it, Drum Bunker Robo. I believe he's a size 3, he has really good stats. What I like about him is that he's pay 2 gauge to ride, and he has Penetrate, 3 crit, and a Brave Machine. I think that's great, that he has a ride and a Brave Machine, so this card can search out this drum. I think he's also a superhero too. So if I wanted to, I could add the superhero contact to this build. So again, I can search him out. I can search him out, ride him early, ride drum early, go for a lot of pressure, just swing, penetrate, boom, 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 and then go ultimate card burn. He's even if I don't ride him, I can still call him to the side and get that penetrate off. So that might happen soon. Ooh, so I had the hiccup for some reason. That's a little weird. Okay, moving on to spells. As I mentioned earlier, we have 4 Hyper Energy. Get 4 gauge. We only play it once per turn. Fantastic card. Really ridiculous. A lot of people hate it, but it's balanced in this build. Since this build uses gauge like crazy. I mean, ultimate card burn alone is 4 gauge, 4 to 5 gauge. So this helps me replenish myself. So I normally search this out first turn. If I have the cards in my hand, boom, this helps me set up ultimate card burn usually in the early games. Even like after ultimate card burn, play this, get my gauge back so I can set up final phase, stuff like that. So love this card, beautiful card. And speaking of gauge, because you can't get too much of it, I have 3 launch buddy police. Gain 1 gauge, gain 1 life, and you can stack this. So again, 3 of these. So because you know you need more gauge, can't get enough gauge. And my only defense spell in this build is I've seen through your moves. Counterattack. If you do not monster in your center, nullify the attack. So it doesn't matter. It can be a direct attack, link attack, anything. It can be nullified. So, I'm sorry, I had to read for a second. Yeah, so this is my only defensive spell. It's the only thing I can really stop big attacks. I'm like glad that that it's not a summon shield, because if they triple leg attack, I can't stop it at all. So this card helped me stop that. And speaking, okay, this is slight defense, but I run 3. So the Tryon one's had. It's pretty much Abracadabra, pay 2 gauge, nullify the activate the spell card. I run this card because if I'm going for like a last turn thing, I want this to go for that game. Like if I'm swinging for game and they have like a green dragon shield, blue dragon shield in their hand, I'm swinging for game. They cast blue dragon shield, I cast this, the game is mine. Or if I go final phase, I want to stop anything, or if they try to stop out with card burn, boom. So that's why this is here. And my last favorite tech in this build, that came from extra booster, Miracle Impact. Prepped and okay to launch. I run 4 of these cards. It's a set spell. I gotta read it because it's interesting. When you ride, draw 2 cards, then put this card into your drop zone. For this turn, you cannot set this card again. You can only set 1 prepped and on ready for launch on the field. So this card is great in this build because if you ride, draw 2, discard this. It's amazing in this deck because this deck needs a little more draw power. I used to run the nice one if you're at 6 or less life, but this card's a lot better because I can get that early game. Now that's why I like running the steel mech, because again this helps me set up. So set this, ride him, pay 1 life, drop this, draw 2 cards, and that way next turn I can set this again, and then go card burn, ultimate card burn, doom, draw 2 more cards. That's what this card is really good for. That's why I like running alternative ride cards in this deck. Do set that up. And they balance this card out because this card could have been broken if they didn't have this part right here. Because what you could do is set this, ride a card burn, drop, draw 2, set again, and then go ultimate card burn, boom, draw 4 cards. They knew that, they thought about it, and that's why you can't do it. You can't stack this because that would be kind of ridiculous. That's drawing 4 for no cost. So it would have been broken as hell. Would I have used it? Hell yeah. But that's this card. I love it. It's very Gundam-like, and that's what I like about Hero World. I love Hero World, guys. I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but Hero World is kind of my main world. I'm all over the place because of Buddy fight. Like Hero World, generic is kind of like my main thing to play with. Hero World is finally my flag, and Tsuku is my favorite character. It's all right. It's weird. I know. Speaking of Tsuku, I will be doing an awesome deck profile soon of certain cards. Anyways, the last card is 3 Impact Double Sword Slasher. You may only cast this card if you ride on Ultimate Card Burn. Ride, yeah, R. If you ride R or R on, that's weird. I guess they should have worded that differently. That's weird. And now you have a monster in the center. Pay 4 gauge, deal 5 damage. Yeah. Love this card. That's why again Hyper Energy comes in handy, because I can actually it happened like today. I would my hand would be hilarious. Like saying my hand was just really weird. Like I would have like 1 random card and this, and then I would draw into this, and I'd be like, this right here is the best combo in the world, because for your final turn, cast this, search for Hyper Energy, cast it, and they have 4 gauge, and there's attack, boom. Like these 2 cards are great. That's why I love this card. That's why I love Hyper Energy, because it sets up my impact. And it actually did it like 2 or 3 times tonight, where I would have like maybe 1 or 2 gauge. I won't have anything. Maybe I have like this in your hand or this, one or the other. I would draw into the other, and I'd be like, boom, I got this. And then I would just go for game cast, hyper energy, go for swing, swing, swing. Anything that got it, like boom, final phase. Take my double sword. So good. So anyways, guys, that is it for my deck profile of my Tryon-C. It's not really pronounced that way, but if you guys want it, copy me like that, it's fine. Anyways, guys, what did you guys think of this deck profile? Let me know in the comment section down below. Depending on what's happening, I don't know if I'm going to take it back to regionals or not. Still deciding. If we get that new drum early, maybe I just got to keep testing this deck out. It just depends what cards we get. If we get a Brain Machine counterattack, I may run this, but then again, I like supporting my generic cards, and my Fool's Magic is still really good. I just had to tune up a little bit. I almost got excited because in this set, Galaxy Burst, we had a generic card that can ride, and for a minute there I freaked out. I thought I was in heaven because it had, I think it was like a 5, an 835, 825, and I thought it would be amazing. I was like, yes, I put it in Fool's Magic, and Fool's Magic would be great, and now everyone has ride, but he's got an ability on the top that says if you ride this, you cannot call none Battle Deity Robos, and I was like, crap. So that card is meant only for Battle Deity generic cards. So I was kind of upset. Oh, that goes here. It sucks, I know, guys, but maybe another time. One day. One day. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to end this video right here. Hit the subscribe button to see more videos. Like and post a comment. Thought the video was awesome. Follow me on Twitter, this is Jersey Joe, and signing out.